back to Empathic Sight. So we're going to start some new series for the next 7 weeks. And this one on Mondays is called Trauma Responses in Real Life. So we're going to explore what trauma responses actually are, what they look like, why they happen, and what we can do for regulation. So for today, I want to just jump into what is a trauma response. Because I know that a lot of people think, oh, fight, flight, freeze, fawn. Okay, we hear those all the time, but what the hell are they? Okay, so I'm gonna get into it. So a trauma response oftentimes is seen as a weakness or a personality trait, but it's actually your body's response to perceived danger. So it's an automatic response that comes in to play when we think, or our body thinks, that there's something that's going to harm us. So one way I want to look at it and give you a good description of it is, it's called the hand model of the brain, and it was developed by a psychologist named Dan Siegel. So here's our hand model of the brain. I'm going to put it like right in front of me. So this right here, your wrist, is your brain stem. Actually, the front is your ventral vagus nerve, and the back of your brain stem is called your dorsal vagus nerve. Not going to get involved in that one. That's a completely other series. But anyways, just wanted to let you know. So the brain stem here is for automatic things such as breathing, heart rate, body temperature, all that kind of stuff. Not hormones, because that comes later. Anyways, so that's your brain stem at your wrist. Now up here on your knuckles, ooh, my knuckles are a little dry. Up here on your knuckles is the prefrontal cortex, or the thinking brain. So that's right here. So your forehead, like just behind your forehead, your frontal lobe. Anyways, so it's responsible for logic, coordination, decision making, keeping you calm. So if something happens and it doesn't take your thinking brain offline, it goes, is this really the proper response to that? Like, you get an email and you're like, how am I going to respond to that? That's your thinking brain in action. Okay? And then when we make the fist for our brain, we have our thumb on the inside. I know it's a bad thing, but your thumb represents the limbic system. Now that is those automatic responses that we have no control over. That's the part that keeps us alive. Okay? So when everything's going great, all hunky-dory, if you want to call it, if you're at what we call baseline, where nothing's causing you any concerns, there's no danger, there's nothing, then everything is in alignment. Everything works together. Your brainstem, your limbic system, and your prefrontal cortex are all going great. Okay? Then something happens. Then, say, someone jumps out at you, like, to scare you, or to jokingly scare you, or you get some alarming news, or you see a car accident, something like that. Something happens. What happens to our thinking brain? It goes offline. And in this model of the brain, that's where we call it flipping our lid, because when it happens, our prefrontal cortex goes like this. Our fingers just go all the way up and it's gone. It's not thinking. No more thinking brain. Now we just have our instinct brain. And it's going, okay, danger, what's going on? So our thinking brain is like, what's our decision here? What can we do for this? Our limbic system, so our automatic response is not thinking what's the best course of action. It's going, how do I keep this person alive? Okay, so that's when we get the fight, flight, freeze, and fawn. Okay, so when that happens, that's not a decision. There's no decision being made. That is completely instinct. It's completely automatic. And sometimes it happens when there's no actual danger. It's just our automatic nervous system thinking there's danger. Now that could be because of past things. It could be because we're not sure. We hear a sudden noise and all of a sudden we're like, oh, what's that? Right? And we're going to explore what these actually look like. So what these 4 different trauma responses look like in real life. But that's what we'll explore in the coming weeks. For today, I just want you to remember that it's not a personality trait, it's not a flaw, it's not weakness, it's just when something happens, it's an automatic response. And that is a trauma response. Okay? So I hope this resonated with some of you. If you like, leave a comment or a question. I'm open to many questions. Please remember to like, follow, subscribe, and share, and I will see you next time.